Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. So, the last video is a bit choppy, I apologise for that. I'm not entirely sure why it is. I think it's probably something to do with the origin overlay. Hopefully this will come out a bit better. And I've also overclocked my chip. So it was, it's an Intel 6600K. It was just running at stock, which I think is 3.5 GHz. I've got it overclocked to 4,500 GHz, and I did some video compressing and it didn't seem to break. So I think we're going to be alright, so hopefully this will come out a bit nicer. Although my voice sounds rougher, I don't know why, but it does. Also, there's a couple of bits, mostly in the codecs, where it went all choppy. I'm hoping that's because I wasn't pressing on the push to talk pedal hard enough. So hopefully that won't happen again either. Well, not a lot to interact with here, especially because I still don't have any lockpicks.
I'm relieved you have returned. And I did not expect to see you again so soon, Duncan.
I was not expecting to return so soon either, Keeper.
Dare I ask of Tamlen? What did you find of him?
Nothing. I couldn't find anything. He's gone.
I see. Meryl, what about the mirror? Did you bring anything back?
I can answer that, Keeper. I destroyed the mirror.
I intended to use it to find a cure for this mysterious illness. I trust you had good reasons for your actions.
There is much to discuss, Keeper. I have learned a great deal since I was last here.
Let us speak privately within my Aravel, then, Duncan. Meryl, warn the hunters. If darkspawn are about, I want the clan prepared.
Manuvinen, Keeper. Right away.
Darlene, allow me some time to speak with Duncan. Seek us out at my Aravel later, and we can discuss your cure.
She obviously knows something about the mirror, because she was going to use it. So she must know some of the properties of the mirror. Why can't we discuss it now? So you can think up more lies and match your lies together with the Warden's lies.
Because I must talk to your Keeper first. It will not take long.
Tell Harin Pivel what has occurred. He now has the sad task of preparing a service for the dead. Follow me, Duncan. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.
Not very happy about those two slinking off. I mean, she's a grown woman, she can do what she likes, but I feel like she's concealing things from me. I didn't kill this guy, though.
I wish we could have found Tamlen. If those creatures... Oh, I can't bear to think about that. Why do you think the Grey Warden won't tell you about this cure? It seems rather cruel to withhold it.
Well, it's either... Well, it is for his own benefit. I guess it could also be for my benefit. Now, out of character, I do know. But in character... I actually have no idea.
Keeper Marathari won't let him withhold it. I say we get your cure, move the clan north, and put this all behind us.
So you return with the Grey Warden, but without Tamlen. What happened, Dalen? Is he truly lost to us?
Well, the Grey Warden says he is, but I've not seen any evidence of that.
Even if he's not, we must leave soon. To think I'd live to see this. It seems the will of the creators that I sing the dirge for those I held in my arms as babes. I think I know why our immortal ancestors would sleep. Swiftly do stars burn a path across the sky, hastening to place one last kiss upon your eye. Tenderly land enfolds you in slumber, softening the rolling thunder. Dagger now sheathed, bow no longer tense. during this, your last hour. Only silence.
Did you tell me that? She must have done. Will you prepare a service for Tamlen, please? Even though we've no evidence he's dead, he definitely isn't here anymore.
Of course. We've no body to return to the soil, but we shall still sing for Tamlen. The creators must come to guide him to the beyond. Tell the Keeper, it shall be done before the clan is ready to move on.
Do you have any thoughts about what we'll do if Tamlen isn't dead?
We shall sing for him anyway, and pray he does not suffer. I ask only one thing, if I may. This Grey Warden, you have met him now, yes? Is he a good man?
No, he's hiding something, 100%. He's not evil, necessarily. But he isn't telling us the whole truth. I truly cannot tell, Harin.
Interesting. What is it he talks to the Keeper about, I wonder? Perhaps you should go and ask.
Perhaps we should spy instead. Can you tell me more about our history?
Now that's something I rarely hear. Of course.
Now we've heard all this.
Then I'm sure you have much to do. Unless you've other questions. Of course. May the gods guide your path, Tamlen.
I wonder how many of these I've missed. I wonder if I should just do a little run round with the highlight button open. What's that? The Dreadwolf. This is a statue dedicated to the Dreadwolf. It's gone. Can't get it back. I've got an awful lot to read here.
It shall be done.
June, the Elven God of Craftsmanship.
It was good to meet you. Perhaps I'll get to hunt with you someday. Of course. I hope to see you again.
I'm training Paul. He'll have to learn how to handle that bow quickly.
Can leave those two for the time being. I could chat to Meryl.
I wish we'd had more time to examine those artifacts. Perhaps another time, if the Keeper thinks it's wise.
You bring sad news. The Hala can sense it. They are restless and paw at the ground.
Maybe I should... No, I'll leave that for now. Reset that. Yeah, I managed to pick that one up the first time through.
Very well.
I guess the floating text isn't that important. It's just like the foreword of the codex entry, which I get in full.
Oh, thank the creators you're safe. I questioned the Keeper's wisdom at sending you off while you're still sick, but my doubts were misplaced. Tamlen isn't with you. Is it as everyone fears?
Well, we haven't found his body yet.
Oh, poor dear. This is horrible news. Please take care of yourself and get better. We can't bear to lose anyone else.
Apparently the Grey Warden knows a cure for my illness.
That's good. I thought the shaman's arrival was a bad omen, but perhaps I was wrong. I will see you soon, my dear. You make me very proud.
She's talking to me like I'm already dead.
I see you have not returned with young Tamlen. Are we to assume the worst?
No, I didn't find him, and I don't believe he's dead.
If he is as sick as you were, I wonder. Sadly, it seems we will be leaving him behind soon, regardless. I know you and Tamlen were friends. My condolences on your loss.
Why did you give away your father's bow?
We are all the same clan. His hand is as my hand. I have relinquished nothing. It was my father who first spoke of the Vir Tanadal, the three ways of the hunter. The first is the Vir Asan, the way of the arrow, to reach for our goal unrelenting. The second is the Vir Borasan, the way of the bow, to bend, but not to break. The last is the Vir Adalen, the way of the wood. We are as ancient as the forests, each tree a part of the greater land. All Dalish are united in this. One day, we shall have a homeland again. Of course, take whatever you need.
No, I don't think we're going to have a lot to buy here. I'm still without weapon, which is not a good thing. Well, I guess we better advance the game.
Your keeper and I have spoken, and we've come to an arrangement that concerns you. My order is in need of help. You are in need of a cure. When I leave, I hope you will join me. You would make an excellent Grey Warden.
All we've really heard is that I'd be honoured, but I can't just leave my clan.
And we would not send you away, but there is more at stake.
The darkspawn taint courses through your veins. That you recovered at all is remarkable. But eventually the taint will sicken and kill you, or worse. The Grey Wardens can prevent that, but it means joining us.
He's not doing it out of generosity, it's not for my benefit. He already made that clear. It's, you know, it's a reciprocal arrangement. It helps him as well because he gets me as a soldier. I don't think it's... He obviously can't just give me the cure. But I don't think he would... whether he would or not is probably irrelevant. He clearly can't do it. I do believe that. I'm not joining out of pity or... You know, it's... Will I be able to return to my clan afterwards?
We do not know. But we could not watch you suffer. The Grey Warden offers you a way to survive.
This is not simply charity on my part. I would not offer this if I did not think you had the makings of a Grey Warden. Let me be clear. You will likely never return here. We go to fight the Darkspawn, a battle that will take us far from your clan. But we need you, and others like you.
I think we can trust him because why would he lie? He's not lying to me. He's not saying any tricks. He's just being blunt. He's being very straightforward. I need your skills, and in return I'll help you as well. And you might as well come, because otherwise you're going to die. The clan isn't sending me away. They just don't want me to watch me die, which they believe is going to happen. And actually, I think I do believe him. At first I thought he was just trying to make me believe I was sick when I wasn't. but now I think he's probably telling me the truth. I'm honoured by your offer. I'll join the Grey Wardens.
A great army of darkspawn gathers in the south. A new blight threatens the land. We cannot outrun this storm. Long ago, the Dalish agreed to aid the Grey Wardens against a blight should that day arrive. We must honor that agreement. It breaks my heart to send you away, as it would to watch you die slowly from this sickness. This is your duty and your salvation.
Well, I accept the privilege, if you'll have me.
I welcome you to the Order. It is rare to have a Dalish amongst us, but they have always served with distinction.
I know you'll do your clan proud, Tamlen. Take this ring. It is your heritage, and will protect you against the darkness to come.
A valuable gift. So, are you ready to go?
I'd like to stay for Tamlen's funeral.
We have much ground to cover, but I cannot deny you that. Say your farewells. Then we must be off.
Come then, Tamlen. Before the Creators guide you from us, let your clan embrace you one last time.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Sorry, I was busy sneezing. I never really fit in, like, with my clan as well. Although I did fit in, but it didn't look right. Everyone else was keen on their facial tattoos, and I dye my hair red, and they all sort of... I sort of stuck out like a sore thumb, didn't I, really? Although this is the king that oppresses my people, I might fit in here with a group of outcasts. But ultimately, he does oppress my people. I'm no friend of yours, human lord.
You've got yourself a lively one, Duncan. And I was beginning to think the wardens were all stodgy priests. You are Dalish, are you not? I hear your people possess remarkable skill and honor.
Oh. He's actually trying to make friends with me. He's not treating me like a piece of shit. I'm surprised you know the Dalish King Kalen.
I wish I knew more, but your people aren't exactly fond of mine. For good reason. I tell you this, you are very welcome here. The Grey Wardens will benefit greatly with you amongst them. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I actually kind of like... This guy's actually trying to be nice to me. He seems a bit of a fop. But at least he's nice. I was kind of expecting the humans I met to just treat me like, you know... Hard to not to be racist here. Like a gypsy, I guess. You sound very confident. Almost overconfident in that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the darkspawn here.
He seemed massively overconfident. Yeah, he didn't seem to take the darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victories so far, the darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
He's nice, but I kind of do think he's a bit of a fool. Do you think there's any danger?
Absolutely. We sent a call to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, and hope they will reach us before the archdemon does. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What joining ritual? What do you mean, what ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The joining is what will cure you of the suffering your tainted blood surely brings you. If it had been possible, I would have done it before now.
Why is the ritual a secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
And what needs to be done?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Whoa, we have a lot of codices. Wow. I didn't achieve a huge amount this episode. I'm going to keep going. It's been about 25 minutes, I think.
Make her watch over you, my lady.
Bit different from the old elf camp.
The Grey Warden tent is across the bridge. Find me there if you wish.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
I'm looking for a... No, tell me about Ostagar.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logain's closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Circle of Magi. They tried to take me to the Circle of Magi, but I managed to avoid them.
A few mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Do I hear dogs barking?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Where's the king?
Probably in his tent. He and Tairn Logain are on the southwest side of the camp. The king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even without his bodyguard. Drives Tairn Logain wild, that does.
Is there anywhere to get supplies?
Quartermaster. He's just a bit to the northwest.
Hopefully he has a bloody mage staff. Want to ask something else.
Go on, then.
I'm looking for a Grey Warden named Alistair.
Try heading north. I think he was sent with a message to the mages.
Finally, just in case I can't find it, where's Duncan's tent?
Not far. It's straight ahead, just past the royal encampment. Most of your fellas are in the valley with the army, but the recruits seem to be staying up here for now.
I'll be on my way.
Good luck to you, then.
Ah, we are in fact here. Well, this is going to take some time to explore. I'll do that next episode, but I think I'm going to try and get lots of codex entries in. I'm going to try and clear... Well, there's a lot of religious texts. I'm going to try and clear some of the elven codexes. Codexes doesn't sound right. I'm sure it's not codexes. And on that bombshell, thank you for watching. Come back for the next part of Dragon Age Origins. Aravels. We are the Dalish, keepers of the lost law, walkers of the lonely path. We are the last Elven. Never again shall we submit. The oath of the Dales. Someone once told me that humans flee when they see the sails of our Aravels flying above the tops of the trees. I say good, let them flee. The humans took everything from us. Our homeland, our freedom, our immortality. What's a little fear compared to all of the horrors inflicted upon us? I recite the oath of the Dales to myself each day when I sleep and when I wake. Never again shall we submit. Never again. The Keeper says that one day the Dalish will find a home that we can call our own. But why? Why should we tie ourselves to stone constructions like the humans and the dwarves? What is wrong with the life we have now? We owe nothing to anyone, we have no master but ourselves, and we go where the Halla and the gods take us. There is nothing more wonderful than sitting on an Aravel as it flies through the forest, pulled by our Halla. We are truly free for the first time in our people's history. Why should we change this? From the Journal of Taniel, Clan Hunter. The Dales. You will hear tales of the woman Andraste. The Shemlen name her prophet, bride of their maker. But we knew her as a war leader, one who, like us, had been a slave and dreamed of liberation. We joined her rebellion against the Imperium, and our heroes died beside her, unmourned, into winter bonfires. But we stayed with our so-called allies until the war ended. Our reward, a land in southern Orlais called the Dales. And so we began the long walk to our new home. Halamshirel, the end of our journey, was our capital, built out of the reach of the humans. We could once again forget the incessant passage of time. Our people began the slow process of recovering the culture and traditions we had lost to slavery. But it was not to last. Chantry first sent missionaries into the Dales, and then, when those were thrown out, Templars. We were driven from Halamshirel, scattered. Some took refuge in the cities of the Shemlen, living in squalor, tolerated only a little better than vermin. We took a different path. We took to the wilderness, never stopping long enough to draw the notice of our Shemlan neighbours. In our self-imposed exile, we kept what remained of the elven knowledge and culture alive. The end of the long walk, as told by Gisherel, keeper of the Ralefaran clan of the Dalish Elves. The City Elves. It is hard to tell our children about those of our people who have decided to live in the Shemlan cities. They ask, why would anyone want to be treated like that? And sometimes I do not know what to say. I do not understand it myself. They were freed, but they have returned to live in the service of their former masters. They are housed like animals in walled sections of the Shemlan cities. They do the meanest of tasks and are rewarded with nothing. Why? I do not know. We tell the children that the Elven are strong, that we are a proud people, but they hear of these city elves who choose to toil under the human's heavy hand. How do we teach them pride when they know there are others who would allow themselves to be trampled into the dust? So we tell them that these city elves are to be pitied, that they have given up on their people, given up their heritage. We tell them that some people are so used to being controlled that, when freed, they know not what to do with themselves. They are weak and afraid of the unfamiliar, afraid of our life of wandering. Above all, they are afraid even to hope that one day we may have a home of our own. Gisherel, keeper of the Ralefaran clan of the Dalish Elves. Arlathan, Part 2. You ask what happened to Arlathan? Sadly, we do not know. Even those of us who keep the ancient lore have no record of what truly happened. What we have are accounts of the days before the fall, and a fable of the whims of the gods. The human world was changing even as the elves slept. Clans and tribes gave way to a powerful empire called Tevinter, which, and for what reason we do not know, moved to conquer Elvenan. When they breached the great city of Arlathan, our people, fearful of disease and loss of immortality, chose to flee rather than fight. With magic, demons, and even dragons at their behest, the Tevinter Imperium marched easily through Arlathan, destroying homes and galleries and amphitheatres that had stood for ages. Our people were corralled as slaves, and human contact quickened their veins until every captured elf turned morsel. The elves called to their ancient gods, but there was no answer. As to why the gods didn't answer, our people left only a legend. They say that Fen-Harel, the Dreadwolf and Lord of Tricksters, approached the ancient gods of good and evil and proposed a truce. The gods of good would remove themselves to heaven, and the lords of evil would exile themselves to the abyss, never group ever again to enter the other's lands. But the gods did not know that Fen-Harel had planned to betray them both, and by the time they realised the Dreadwolf's treachery, they were sealed in their respective realms, never again to interact with the mortal world. It is a fable to be sure, but those elves who have travelled the beyond claim that Fen-Harel still roams the world of dreams, keeping watch over the gods lest they escape from their prisons. Whatever the case, Arlathan had fallen to the very humans our people had once considered mere pests. It is said that the Tevinter Magisters used their great destructive power to force the very ground to swallow Arlathan whole, destroying eons of collected knowledge, culture and art, the whole of elven lore left only to memory. The fall of Arlathan, as told by Gisherel, keeper of the Ralefaran clan of the Dalish Elves.